Alright guys, Rich here from the RC Network, and this is going to be an unboxing of the brand new Arrma Senton 6S BLX. Now, having already owned the 3 other 6S vehicles from Arrma, this was actually the one I was most curious at getting a hold of. I love short course trucks. One of my first vehicles was a short course truck. That's what got me into RC, was not only that it could go fast, it could jump, it looks cool, but it was kind of a one-to-one version of maybe almost what we drive. I don't know many people that drive buggies or truggies, but definitely a short course looking truck or even a truck vehicle. Lots of people drive out there, so it's a kind of a way that we identify with the RC that we're actually purchasing. So I was really excited to see the Senton released and finally available for purchase. This was the 4th version of the 6S lineup from Arrma, and there's a little bit of confusion between what this vehicle is and the other 6S vehicles. Of course, we know the Talion, the Typhon, and also the Creighton. Those are all basically 8th scale vehicles. Well, the Senton was released and everyone kind of had this mysterious thing. Is it a 10th scale or is it a 8th scale? Is it the replacement for like an SC8 that you may have or was actually discontinued from Team Associated? Well, we're going to find out here in this video. This is going to be the first unboxing on YouTube, unless someone beats me to the punch here in the next couple of hours. But anyways, this is going to be an unboxing of the Senton. I cannot wait to actually open this thing up and see what we get inside the box. There's lots of mystery behind, you know, the comparison between this and a regular 10th scale vehicle. So we're going to do some unboxing here and show you guys exactly what you get. Of course, Senton 6S, that means it is 6S capable. You can put in a 6S LiPo and have fun up to 60 plus miles per hour. This is brushless. This is an 8 scale system that's in this vehicle. It's ready to run, so pretty much you supply your own batteries. You're ready to go. Waterproof, so that's cool if you live somewhere where there's water, unlike California where there's no water. BLX brushless power system, and of course you do get a 2-year limited warranty, and you have to kind of read more about that in your owner's manual or online on the link below in the video description. So of course Arrma, great vehicles so far that we've seen from them. Great durability, great electronics, great looks. I can't wait to unbox this thing. So let's go ahead and take a look around the box. I believe this is the only color it's available in. I just basically checked by here and that's what came. So we're going to go ahead and click open these seals. Got my handy Spyderco here. Let's pop this thing open. So far the Arrma vehicles have been just a ball to drive. I mean, mostly 4S is what I found to be kind of the sweet spot, so to speak, on these vehicles and still be able to control them. Of course, you can drop in a 6S, and it becomes a lot of fun after that. So already we're seeing a very bright blue. I wasn't expecting this bright a blue on this vehicle. It was kind of washed out in the pictures, but right here you're seeing kind of a protector on here. We'll remove that. Oh, this thing looks cool. I already like the body. I mean, this thing has a million cutouts on it, which will definitely help with the parachute effect that plagues a lot of short course trucks. So I'm already counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 just from what I can see here looking down as a bird's eye view. So let me get everything out of the box and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back now and I went ahead and got everything out of the box just to kind of save the monotony of the unboxing. So quickly, before we look at that cool thing over there, let's check out some of the boring stuff. So of course we do get the ATX 100 from Arrma. This is a great RTR radio, actually, 2.4 gigahertz, great drop down wheel, foldable antennae. You have all your trims kind of hidden inside this little panel in here. Everything that you would need for an RTR radio. It takes 4 AA's on the bottom here, and you know, I've never had an issue with these, and I've probably have had at least 15 of these come across the RC Network studio from both Arrma and various few other ones. So anyways, great radio for the price of the vehicle. In here you do get lots of bits and pieces. Let's go ahead and go through these really quick. Of course you do get all of the kind of battery accessories. These go on top of the battery to hold two 2S or two 3S LiPos, kind of with the battery straps that's included in the truck. You do get a speed pinion, so there is a high-speed gearing pinion that's included with the truck. This is mod 1, comes with a little set screw. You're all set. You get a bind plug and an antenna if you choose to install it. Also get a little tool package here. You get all your different hex wrenches. You get a smaller cross wrench and a big T-wrench here for the 17mm hubs that's on this Senton. One really cool thing from Arrma, you do get this kind of like little speed chart here. I thought it folded out, but I guess they've kind of changed that. But anyways, it tells you basically how fast you can make your Senton go. So depending on what your gearing is, your battery power, and various other things, you know, up to your 60-mile-per-hour claimed speed. Last, in here you do get a official owner's manual from Arrma that has all the breakdown of parts. Definitely good to have around. Throw this in your little pit bag that you may take to your little bash spot. You know, it's good knowledge to have if you have to fix something out on the track there. So pretty cool. So that's all the boring stuff. I like this truck. Initially, I was kind of skeptical on the color choice that Arrma chose on this one, but it's a little busy. It definitely is, but I like the color pattern. So we definitely have the white in the front, the blue, and the red, and it kind of mismatches through it with some kind of carbon-esque patterns, silver and whatnot. But I was telling you guys about all of those cutouts, and if you guys can see this here, I'm going to try and look with you on the camera here, but you got 4 here, you got 6 here, got a big roof one here, and then in the very far front, you get that one on the hood. So really nicely designed body, and it's pretty nice. I happen to like it. So right here, we do get a kind of a wing that I've actually put on some of my race trucks just to give me a little bit more downforce in the rear, but that is included. It's already bolted on there. So pretty cool little feature just to give you some downforce, better traction. So there you go. Enough of the body. Let's get on to the actual truck here. So the truck is actually quite heavy. I had a chance off camera to go ahead and weigh this thing in for us, and this thing with the shell and what you see here, no battery, this thing was weighing in right over 8 pounds, which in 8-skill buggy class, that's pretty much the standard, maybe a little bit less than that, but this thing is quite heavy. So already I'm already throwing on the upgrade or the modification hat here at the RC Network, and I'm thinking, what can I remove to make this thing a little bit lighter, being that I just want to run this thing on 4S. So already I'm thinking, you know, delete this, delete this, delete this, and we'll have to see about that. But I do want to run it stock first just to give you guys a insight on how this thing handles. But the one thing I noticed initially was the chassis. This is a very short chassis, very 8-skill buggy sized chassis. It really kind of tapers off here very quickly, and if you notice, like on the Creighton or the Talion, you have that kind of long V shape towards the end. So very short chassis, and it looks to be very, very beefy. Now remember, this is a 10th scale size vehicle, but it has all the 8-scale parts on it. So when you compare like an 8-scale buggy to a 10th scale short course truck, they're about the same size, and that's where we're going to benefit here with this short course truck. We have 8-scale arms, we have 8-scale diffs, we have 8-scale pillow balls, we have 17mm hubs right here on the front. We have 17 or probably 16mm shocks, huge shocks. Of course, we talked about the 8-scale electronics, and we'll go into the specs on those as well. But the huge tree here, that's definitely coming off. I keep looking at it, and I want to grab my 2mm wrench here as we're speaking here. But let's go over some of the specs here so you guys get a good view of what you get. Aluminum chassis, very similar to some of the other vehicles, just shortened for the 10th scale size. Onto the ends here, you do get 17 millimeter CVDs. On the fronts, yes, fronts, and on the rears, we do get dog bones. So keep that in mind. I do have 5 millimeter size turnbuckles on the front and rear, but you do have these A-arms up here, these upper A-arms for the pillow ball suspension. So pretty cool design. I actually really like it on my Typhon. I didn't like it too much on the Creighton or the Talion, but on the shorter wheel-based vehicles, very, very nice. Let's see here, into the electronics, 2050 4-pole brushless motor. That is an 8 scale size motor. Huge Arrma ESC. Now this is the 2nd gen version of that ESC. If you guys had any issues with the ones before, it was the one that had the kind of flat little shroud there for the fan. This one has that kind of 3D look, and this is the 2nd gen version of that ESC. Onto the servo here, you do get a metal geared waterproof servo, 15M, and it looks like 15 kilograms is the actual rating for this. You do get an aluminum servo horn, aluminum plate up here, aluminum shock towers, lots of little upgrades as you kind of go through this truck. You do get front and rear sway bars. I mean, just the endless little upgrade items on this thing. So as far as the tires, these things are stiff. I got to be honest, these things are quite stiff. I like the tread pattern. They almost look like a Axial Yeti kit version, like those Falcon Wild Peak tires, but a little bit different. Really quick to give you guys a comparison on a 10th scale size wheel, as I have things falling here in the studio. This is a Proline Blockades 2.0, and you can kind of see here, very, very same size. The Blockade is just a little bit wider. That's the 2.0 version, so that's probably why we're seeing about an 1/8 or almost like a little bit more than that width difference on those two. But all in all, very similar in short course size truck. Now there was some controversy on the body that I saw back on RC Tech, I believe it was. So 10 scale body here. I'm going to grab a Proline body I have kind of laying here. This is for my SCT 410 from Techno, and this thing fits right over it. Almost exactly the same size. Wheelbase is just a little bit different, a little bit shorter wheelbase here on the Arrma. But that's it. Let's take a look at a couple more things that I saw here. Front bumper on this thing is super, super beefy. You got a big skid plate here, or bash guard, to get you up and over things, which, you know, short course trucks are kind of plagued with. So really unique little pin system here. I hadn't messed with this until I was messing with the Typhon, but you basically have a set pin up top and you pull this pin out, so no screwing in of that or backing out of it. So really nice little pin system there, just a little for your information type thing. That's it. I like this truck. I really like it. I like the body. I was really skeptical at first, but I kind of like it, and I think if we take off a good ½ pound of weight, we'll be having some fun here with this Senton from Arrma. So anyways, guys, that is my unboxing of the Senton. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and hopefully you guys have comments or questions, because I always respond. So post those on down below, and as always, thumbs up and subscribe. That's it for now, guys. Over now.